Hey Mepham, welcome back to Midweek Update.
In today's episode, we will be looking at a construction business of a father and son, school starting to run back up again, and the public library, and how the public library can show the literacy of children. I'm Hailey Kiernan.
And I'm Viktor Karolak, and welcome back to the Midweek Update, the B&B show that brings you closer to the people and places in and around the Mepham community. Hey Hailey, are you happy to be back in the swing of things school-related?
No, not really. I'm already so sick of the schoolwork. I feel like I've got the junior case of senioritis.
You should probably get that in check, but I think junior year is going pretty well.
Yeah, but I still miss those lazy summer days.
Too true, Hailey. But remember, those last few days of summer are anything but lazy. Here's B&B's Maya Passanisi to remind us all of what the mad rush to get ready for the school year was like.
Although school begins at the same time for both teachers and students, there are many different ways that they prepare to begin on the first day of school.
I put my folders in my backpack. I got pencils. I did my laundry and folded my clothes.
On the first day of school, I like to do a lot of icebreakers with my kids, and I want them to get to know each other more. I also have them take a survey, and they also do like an all about me type thing. It's a little flask because I teach science, and they write all these little things about themselves, and then we put it on the wall.
While some teachers like to start off their year with a more fun and engaging approach,
others like to keep it stress-free and simple for their very first day.
I always like to get a good first day. First day I like to look up for activities up on the internet, get a couple puzzles and have the kids put together puzzles, and I feel like that can be connected to learning.
although teachers and students prepare in their own separate ways for the first day of school, and some teachers prepare in different types of ways, they all come together to make sure everybody has a successful first day and that continues on throughout the year. That's all for me. I'm Maya Passanisi, sending it back to the studio.
Wow, I didn't know there was so much to look out for. Maybe junior year isn't so bad.
See, I told you so. But staying on something educational, have you been to the North Bellmore Public Library recently?
No, I haven't. Why do you ask, Viktor?
Well, they've got an extensive amount of children's books. I remember going there when I was younger and exploring all the books.
What's with the nostalgia trip?
Oh, nothing. I just think that it's really important to read at that age. It can help a lot, but let's look to Bridget Flanagan, who can explain childhood literacy way better than I can.
Reading is fundamental in education, and there's no such thing as beginning it too early. The local Bellmore Library supports a program called 1,000 Books Before Kindergarten. This is a part of a larger nonprofit group that aims to promote reading in infants and toddlers.
So reading has been associated with academic success. I think that the younger that children are able to start either recognizing letters, words, associating letters and words with pictures or even, real life objects, it can create a, good vocabulary for them. And I think the great thing is this program will get them more prepared for kindergarten, but also preschool.
1,000 Books Before Kindergarten is a fantastic way to encourage children to pick up a good book, but it only targets those from ages 0 to 5. The Bellmore Library will soon address this very problem with their 100 Books Before Graduation program.
It's even expanded now into other areas where the teen department, they're going to be doing 100 books before graduation. So there's kind of a lot of spin-offs of it, but it's really great and we're looking forward to continuing it.
Well, reading increases students' cognitive abilities, right? So that's, again, vocabulary, it's reading comprehension, but it's also about creating empathy, right? When we read stories about other people from other countries, from other worlds, we're really building empathy and understanding of different cultures, and that's really important as well.
Clearly, there are a variety of benefits for students to explore this new program, but even for those not involved, there is still an importance of reading during high school.
So even as students get older, it's really important to continue reading because it increases their comprehension, it helps with their vocabulary, and it also creates lifelong learning. You'll hear me talk about this whenever anybody asks me about reading. It's really about creating lifelong learners, And we need literacy to be successful later in life. So that's why we want to continue students reading throughout high school, because it really prepares them for college and beyond.
For B&B, I'm Bridget Flanagan.
Wow, it's wonderful to see the local library's relationship with helping kids.
I agree. I might even just take my little brother to read up on these books. It looks so fun.
You know what all this talk about family reminds me of?
What?
A father and son owned construction business.
That sounds so cool. Tell me more.
Hailey Gillison took a trip to Trinidad and Tobago and found out how successful a father and son business was built up to the ground. From the ground.
Cat machines like this are built for heavy lifting, but for this crew, it's just another day on the job. From site prep to structure, they keep things moving.
We normally do construction, road work, drain works, heavy equipment rentals, stockpiles, selling aggregates, and civil works in construction.
But it's not just the adults doing things around here. Even at 10, young Rashawn is learning hands-on just how these machines operate.
Moving things, helping, moving things, and resilient.
From lifting heavy loads to precise digging, every operator shows skill and care, and Rashawn is right there, seeing it all front and center.
Without equipments, we can't get the job done. Preparing of the job, most of the job is to deal with equipment. When I mean, hardly hand labor, most is equipment, so having equipment is most important to get the job done.
The right equipment helps the crew tackle tough tasks efficiently, keeping projects in schedule, especially when there's a certain someone behind the controls.
Moving joysticks and driving.
With every job completed and every lesson learned, this crew builds more than just structures. They build experience, knowledge, and commitment that lasts. From this view, it's clear to see that it's not just machines and manpower. It's commitment that continues day after day and builds something meant to last. For B&B, I'm Hailey Gillison.
Wow, I can't believe that 10-year-old is really working on those machines.
Talk about a good work ethic. I'm shocked.
On a side note, I've heard cricket is a very popular sport in that country. It's something like baseball in the U.S.
Speaking of U.S. sports, I wonder how our Pirates are doing.
Me too. Here's our midweek sports report.
Thanks guys, and let's get right into it. We start on the court where the girls volleyball team upset the number 3 seeded Calhoun Colts in their first round of the playoffs. They will move on to Levittown Division in round 2 at Carl Place High School. As for the boys volleyball team, this season came to an end after being eliminated by Calhoun earlier this week. Congrats to all the seniors on a great run. And looking ahead to Friday afternoon, we have a big Section 8 Conference 2 playoff game as the Kennedy Cougars make the big trip up Newbridge Road from JFK to take on your number 2 seeded Mepham Pirates. The game will start at 2 p.m. and will be streamed right here on B&B. That's all for me. Sending it back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Brett. It looks like most seasons are coming to an end.
Yeah, I can't believe fall sports are almost over so soon. I feel like school started yesterday.
Wait, something else is coming to an end.
What is it?
Only this episode, of course.
You're so right. How could I forget?
Anyways, make sure to tune in for next week's episode with more news stories from in and around the Bellmore-Merrick Central High School District to bring you inside the parts of the community we don't always get to see. Until then, I'm Hailey Kiernan.
And I'm Viktor Karolak, and thank you for watching this week's episode.
Hey.